So this is going to be cars increasing in value if you're looking for that kind of thing. In the
So
fun kind of cars.
This is something I like to call. Sometimes people buy cars and they think they're going to go up in value. They don't have a lot of money, and I think they're just fooling themselves because cars don't usually go up in value. So I call
Mhm.
it they're just buying a toy. So I call it toy vesting. But some cars actually do go up in value. So if you
Mhm.
have enough money to play with, then this might be the something you could have fun with.
Yeah,
So
this is going
Dane,
to be a second or third car type of purchase if you're going to do this. And yeah, before we even go through this list, that's a good point, MJ. Don't buy a car as an investment piece because
it's just fun.
right. Buy it for fun. If you can get out for what you have into it, that is a win. And think about the cost of just and that's cost of ownership, everything. So your insurance, your fuel, maybe not fuel, but parts, insurance, that kind of stuff. If you can get out of it what you had into it, 5 years on the road, that's a win. So these cars that are collectible that might be seeing more demand is kind of what we're looking at here. But
Hey,
don't get this as your
Dane,
daily. You're gonna lose. You start putting a bunch of miles in these things and start beating on them, and the value goes down.
Dane, you know the one time
Hmm.
uh, a vehicle of mine went up in value, I immediately sold it.
Really?
That was my Ram ProMaster,
Hmm.
my giant white van.
Oh, yeah.
This was
Well,
in
during COVID times, man, stuff was crazy.
this is during COVID. I was driving it
Yeah.
for like about a year. I had my little construction business, but I couldn't find anybody to hire.
Hmm.
So I was like, well, let me just focus on my YouTube show.
Hmm.
So I sold it. They gave me like $5,000 more than I paid for it
Yeah, it was crazy
over
times, man.
2 years, like a year or two before.
Yeah.
They were like, we're buying used car. Oh, this was in the chip shortage.
Yeah.
They didn't
That,
have new cars, so they needed used cars real bad.
yeah. It's such a crazy time.
And they were like, I think I bought it for like 19th. They were
Hmm.
like, we'll give you 24,000. I was like, sold.
Take it.
So I sold that right there because that
Oh,
don't never happen.
no, no, yeah. It's pretty rare.
The R8.
Yeah, the R8 is on there. So this is not a cheap car by any means, but it is a desirable car. This is the probably the cheapest way to tip your toes into the supercar era if you want to tip your toes into that kind of thing. But yeah, V8 rear wheel drive or V10, sorry, rear wheel drive,
V10.
very reliable.
You ever
Yep,
drive one of those?
I've not. I want to.
Oh, you said they're
Yeah,
reliable?
they are. Yeah, they're actually
No
pretty decent
way.
for an Audi, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, they can make big power.
All right.
Or wait, go down. Was this one the V8? When did they do the V10? Yeah, okay. So this one is the V8. The later one was the V10.
All right.
But yeah,
There you go.
anyways,
BMW M3.
I can't believe this car is as cheap as it is right now. You can buy a really nice example of this car for like 30 grand or a little bit less. And it's got a naturally aspirated V8. It's got a 4 liter and it's got a great suspension. It's kind of a big car. Some guys will compare to what other M cars were, but every M car after this got bigger anyway. So take that for what it's worth. But some people will say it's not a sports car because of its size. Regardless, it's a big horsepower car, handles really well. They had some potential rod bearing issues, so look into that. Have an oil sample done, have those replaced if you're seeing anything goofy going on there. But yeah, this is a car. All M cars. It seems like M cars just they do this, and they're brand new. They drop, 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 drop. Then when they get to a certain age, they come right back up.
Oh,
You look at the E46 M3s. You find an equally good example of the earlier car. It's more expensive than this one right now. Same thing with the car previous. Well, maybe not the E36, but like an E30 M3. Those things are crazy. You want a nice E30 M3, you're gonna pay 100 grand. They're
whoa.
nuts. Yeah, but this you can get a really nice one of these. It's better than all those cars for about 30. It's a pretty good spot to be in.
BMW Z4 Roadster. I like these. You like these, Dane?
I do a lot. Again, a very reliable platform. It's got the N54 engine, I believe, is what engine was in these.
Don't you have
Uh,
one of these?
no, I've got a 128,
Oh, all
but
right.
very similar. Mine's a coupe, not a convertible. But Yeah, very similar car. But yeah, you could get an M series of these too, but they handled really well. They had really good, strong inline six motors. Aftermarket's great for these. It's really easy to get parts, upgraded, factory replacement, whatever you want. They're fun to take to a track day or an autocross or just cruising side roads, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know you like this one, the C7 Corvette.
So I just got rid of one of these, right? That one that I was in that fire that I parted out. Man, these things are well built. Super, super, super well built. They got a really strong aluminum frame, a composite body. They're lightweight. They can do anything. You want to drag race? It does it. You want to go faster on corners? It does that too. You can go further in either direction if you wanted to. You want to make it corner better? There's plenty of stuff out there to make it do that. But I have a hard time agreeing with them that this is going to go up in value. The C7 is a really good car, but Corvettes never come up in value.
They don't.
Corvettes only drop in value. The only ones that are old that are worth anything are really nice C1s and really nice C2s. That's it. Everything else that's old, C3, C4, C5s, they just keep going downhill in value. So I have a hard time agreeing that this is going to go up.
They're saying this the last year they had a front engine
It is.
instead of a mid engine.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
It's a really good car. Don't let that deter you. Like if you're in the market for one of these, you want something that is going to be a beast on the road that almost nothing else is going to touch. This is the car. But I just don't see it going up in value in the next 5 years.
How much did it cost?
They're all over the place, between 25 and 55. It just depends on mileage and options.
It looked good to me.
Yeah, they're a great looking car.
2019.
I think they're the best looking Corvette, if you ask me. Especially that back quarter angle is
That
so
looks
good on
good.
that car.
This looks good right here.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's so good.
All right.
Yeah, it's the best looking Corvette.
Dodge Challenger. You think these are going to go up?
No, I don't. I think if they
They
did these
make
have
a
the
lot of
Hellcat in
them.
them, there is. Did they have the
Yeah.
Hellcat? I think the
This
Hellcat would be collectible
62.
enough to where it'll hold its value.
I think,
But
you know what I think why they'll go
Mhm.
up in value?
why?
I think they're going to be like the 240 SX in 20 years, where most of them are going to be destroyed because people broke them
Mm,
or they were stolen. So
it's
I think the
possible.
numbers will go down, and I think they may go up in value because there'll be less of them.
So good examples, values will go up, but everything else will be like scrap value.
I just think people aren't going to take care of them. Most people.
That's usually what happens. Yeah, things are garbage, and then because you got to think too. There's like also a 30-year like turnaround. So once cars get to when they're about 30 years old, guys that wanted these cars when they were kids now kind of have the money to buy nice examples of. So nice examples of those 30-year-old cars all of a sudden become more valuable. But
Yeah.
again, doesn't mean they're all going to go up. Nice examples or perfect examples of what that car used to be are good. If it's a scrapyard car, it's still scrapyard price. So take
Yeah.
care of your stuff. Doesn't mean you can just go drive the wheels off of it. You
I
gotta
think
keep
it
it
could
nice.
be. I think it could go up. But
Mhm.
if you get one, leave it in the garage and don't drive it around in the hood, or people will steal it from you.
Yep. Sunday driver only.
Yeah. Don't even let nobody know you have it.
Right?
This car will definitely go up in value. The Lexus LC500, one of my favorite. I think this is the best looking car Toyota ever made.
I agree 100%.
Oh my
This thing is
gosh.
such a beautiful car. It was so highly engineered. This one had a V10, right?
No, it's a V8.
Oh, was it a
5
V8? Okay.
liter.
Oh, I'm thinking the LFA. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, the LC9 or the LC500 was a great car. Rear wheel drive. Like,
It's so beautiful.
yeah.
These pictures don't even do it justice.
No, they
They
don't.
got to convert.
Well, the
It looks
convertible doesn't
better.
look as good. The
It
coupe looks
looks,
better.
yeah, it looks better. Don't get a convertible. Get a coupe.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're going to take a trip. We're going to look at some.
Gotta look at a good one.
I got to stop the show.
Or while we're on it too, the LFA is only going to go up in value too, I think. If you can find one. They're so hard to find. There's not a lot of them out there. And their LFAs are so expensive. What are they, 250 grand to buy an LFA?
I don't even like those cars. I
Oh,
think I
really?
like the LC500 more than the LFA.
Oh, I like the LFA a little bit more, but
It looks bland. I know it's got a better engine and it sounds great, but I don't care.
there you go.
All right.
Boom.
This is it.
Yeah, that white
I
and black,
always think they
blue and
could have did
black.
the interior better. I think the
That
interior could be
blue
better,
car.
but
Oh my goodness.
where's the blue one? Look at that.
Yeah.
This car. Look at this silver one.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Look at just bask.
Yeah, that
I
car
want you
snaps
to
next, man. People see that, they turn their head to see it, watch it go by.
just bask in the glory of the LC 500. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
And when I say this should have been the last Supra, I'm not kidding.
Hmm.
This should have been the Supra. It should be a T on here. It should be a T instead of a L.
Yeah.
And everybody would have been like, this is worthy of the Supra name. And they still
Mhm.
could have had the Lexus version.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Missed
yeah.
opportunity. But still, it doesn't matter. The LC 500 exists and it is amazing. And I would urge you to get one. I
Yep.
would like to get one day.
Mhm.
One day I'd like to get that one and the GTR and the 240 SX and the Colorado
Mhm.
and a Cybertruck.
Just keep going. You don't want that Cybertruck.
I want a Cybertruck. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, now I see it.
AMG. You
Yeah.
like that one?
Yeah. So big V8, big power. These cars have an understated appearance, but they are all business under the hood. Big brakes, big engine, lots of horsepower. Eat fuel. This is a German
Whoa.
muscle car through and through. It's an absolute animal.
This is a V8.
Expect Mercedes repair bills when times come up for repairs, but yeah, these cars are not going to go down in value. They're going to maintain or probably get better, and they are a blast to drive.
Wow. So this is a C class?
This one was yeah,
C63?
yeah, 63.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
put a
so
V8 in a C class?
yeah.
That
And
must
the
be fast.
AMG, yeah, it has to be the AMG though.
Ooh, that
But
must
yeah,
be
you could
really
get it in a
fast.
wagon. You could get it in the 2-door. You could get it in a 4-door. Yeah, they're just absolutely nuts.
Wow. Yeah, that'll probably go up in value. Good lord.
Yeah.
A 6-liter V8 in a C class?
That's what I
Good lord.
mean. It's a German muscle car. It is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Like, come on, man.
All right.
That thing's a blast.
All right, here we go. Nissan 350Z.
These are already going up in value if you can find a good one.
You think though?
Yeah, they're hard to find good ones. It's really hard to find a good one.
See, that's what's going to happen to the Challenger. People are going to
Yeah.
ruin them, break them all.
That's what's happening now. All the cheap ones, guys found out they were good for drifting because all the 240 SXs got bought up and chopped up, and they started doing it to these, and they're really good for that. They're a great platform, but yeah, if it's beat up and cheap, and then it's going to sell cheap. But the really good ones, the good examples, the prices are going up already.
Oh
So
boy.
if you want one of these, it's not going to be cheaper in 5 years. It's only going to be more expensive.
Yeah, I've driven that, and that's a fun car.
Hmm.
The GTR, of course.
Any GTR, come on,
Of
they're all
course.
any of them. Let's go.
As soon as you buy it, it goes up in value.
Exactly.
My friend bought one of these. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Wow. That's just, I got to get one of these before I die, Dane.
Yeah, they're beautiful too. They're such a good looking car.
Guys-
Best thing Nissan built. All these GTRs are so cool.
Guys in the comment box, please hit the like button so I can get a GTR one day. I'm counting on you.
It's only gonna take 100,000 more, episodes.
The more you hit it, the more likely it is that I'll get it.
Mhm.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
I heard the CEO of Nissan step down like I said he should.
Hmm.
I did a video saying that he should quit
Really?
because it was his bad attitude that was keeping them from merging with Honda,
Hmm.
thinking that Nissan and Hondas are equal right now, and they are clearly not equal. Honda
No.
is helping them. Nissan is the one that's going out of business, not Honda.
Mhm.
How could you be equal and you
Yeah.
going out of business and they're not?
Exactly. Yeah. It's just pride's what it is.
Yeah. So anyway, he stepped down like I said he should have So hopefully now Nissan and Honda can merge, and we could keep getting GTRs and the 240SX one day.
That'd be awesome.
So yes, that goes without saying. The GTR is one of the best cars ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Boxer 987. Dane, what do you know about this? I don't know anything.
It's a really good platform of a car. The previous engines, well, there's two generations of this car. There's the dot one and the dot two. The dot one had some issues with bore score and intermediate bearings in those engines, and so you kind of want to stay away from them. But guys are starting to see problems with the bore score in the later engine too.
Mhm.
And there's some theories as to why. Nothing's really set, but regardless, if you're looking to get one, make sure it doesn't smoke, make sure it doesn't have any weird knocking noises from the engine. But the chassis are super awesome. They're really lightweight. The mid-engine platform, it makes it handle super, super, super well. Even being underpowered from a 911, it's almost as fast as a 911 around the track. They're a really good, really capable car, and you can get them with the top off. You can get them with a coupe and the Cayman, or you can get the Boxer like this one.
You know, I got a story about these.
Hmm.
My first mechanic job, it was in West Philly in the hood. This rich, she looked like she was like a millionaire lady.
Hmm.
This young Asian, tall, looked like a supermodel. She came to this place I was working called Strauss with
Hmm.
one of these. It looked like the head gasket was out.
Oh yeah,
All this white smoke coming out. She's like, "Could you guys fix this?"
that was probably the earlier one. I think those had they would milkshake a little bit. They'd blow a head gasket. That
And
was in
we
the
was
previous
like,
generation Boxer.
we told her, "Hell no, we ain't fixing."
Not here.
This is like, and most of the mechanics there were like, a lot of them were new, maybe 2-3 years
Hmm.
experience, or a couple guys who had a lot of experience, but nobody touching this in no hood garage because it's too much liability. We
Yep.
don't know how to fix a Porsche,
Yeah.
especially a head gasket. Oh
Yeah.
no, you got to take that to the Porsche dealer.
Right. Yeah, they're not terribly difficult to work on, but if you like anything else, if you haven't done it before, everything just takes longer, and you're just unfamiliar with it, so you got to learn something new. And yeah, take it to people that are used to working on them.
Exactly. They're beautiful. They look good.
Great looking car. Yeah, I love that generation car. If you can get like a Cayman Type R in that generation, boom, that thing is money. The only thing I think they only made them for 3 years though, but they're really expensive.
How
Like
much
I
these
like 100 grand.
cost?
Hmm.
How much would it cost in 2004, 2012?
For one of those,
Yeah,
you can get those for 20 to 30, like a good one.
20 or 30.
But not the R. If you want the R, it's gonna be like 100 grand.
Wow. So
Yeah.
so these did these come in automatic or only stick shift?
It was about 50-50. You can get them in both.
Well, they look good.
About half are manuals, half are autos.
All right, is that
But
the
the
last?
auto's like a dual clutch kind of setup. It's not a true dual clutch, but anyways,
All right, well, that's the last one.
that's it. That's our list.
All
Cars
right.
probably going up in value. So if you're looking for a fun sports car and want to get your money back in a couple years, these are your best bets. Maybe.
Uh, If you had to get two cars on this list, which ones would you get?
I would get a Cayman. I'd get one of these, and I would
That white
get the
one?
yeah, just for yeah, because I would use this when I go do track days. I would use that's what I've been looking at one and getting rid of my BMW, maybe getting a Cayman anyways.
And
So
what other one?
the GTR.
I would get the GTR and the LC 500,
Oh yeah, that LC 500 is nice.
and then I would also want the Challenger.
Really?
I need a bodyguard to go with me if I have that car.
That's right. Everybody's gonna want to steal it.
I could never take that car back to West Philly, bro.
No.
Every 13-year-old with with a Glock switch would be aiming at me.
Yeah. Keep
I
that
would,
one on the back country roads.
that's right. I'll leave it in the country.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if you are here, thank you for sticking with us. Please hit the like button on the way out. We are going to wrap this thing up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and we will try to be here next Sunday. Hopefully, I will feel better. And thank you guys for tuning in, and have
Yep.
a good one.
That's right. We'll see you next time, guys.